What's going on, YouTube world? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys yet again with another YouTube video. You guys definitely want to stay till the very end of this video because I'm telling you guys right now, one, it will absolutely change your life, and two, you guys are going to get a chance to hear from one of my business partners, Austin Zabak, which I'll intro in just a moment. Real quickly, if you guys are coming from TikTok, make sure and comment in the description below or the comment section below. And if you guys are brand new here, make sure and smash the thumbs up button because supposedly from the YouTube gods, it supposedly helps the YouTube algorithm. We're going to test that out right now. And if you guys are brand new here, make sure and subscribe because I'm telling you guys right now, it's definitely going to be one of the best decisions you guys have done all year. Heading into 2021, this is going to be big. We're going to jump right into this. As you guys saw, the title and the thumbnail to this video is actually the daily habits of the success. And the reason I brought in my business partners because I've never met an individual so successful at these daily habits, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say solely successful, I simply mean he is on point with everything. So in this video, we're going to try to teach, coach, and train you guys some simple methods that's changed him and my personal life as well on some daily habits. And so here we got Mr. Austin Zabak. Austin Zabak, welcome to the channel, brother.
Hey, I really appreciate you having me on, brother. I'm excited to jump right into it for your audience and really just give them, the meat and potatoes of what it takes to become successful, right? And not beat around the bush, right? And not do anything like that. So, I really hope everybody stays to the end of the video. And I hope that your audience just smashes that like button for the YouTube algorithm, okay? That would mean the world to the other Austin. So right off the bat, number one, what's the number one habit that you have developed, okay, over the last 5-10 years that has made you successful? Just give me one thing. I'm just out of curiosity.
Journaling.
And then I'm going to go. Journaling. Boom.
Journaling, ladies and gentlemen. Journaling has personally changed my life. And the reason it's changed my life is just simply because being an entrepreneur, as you guys know, or maybe you want to be getting into an entrepreneurship, or you want to get, you want to get the mindset of having the entrepreneurship mindset. It's tough. It's hard. The daily grind, the failures, the no's, the some of the yeses. You guys will understand that, really realizing and reflecting on where it is that you guys are currently at is not where essentially you're going, but most importantly, it's not where you were at. And so I think journaling for me, Austin, has just been being able to essentially just throw my ideas onto a piece of paper, what it is that I'm feeling, what it is that I'm thinking at that current day of December 27th. It's your birthday. December 27th is Coda's birthday. That's not your birthday. December 27th, at 7 o'clock p.m. because I feel a certain way. Yeah,
for sure.
And so that has allowed me to catapult my life, catapult my businesses, catapult who it is that I am as a person because
you're able to reflect.
Look back. Exactly.
Right. You're able to reflect on where you've come from. I think so many times, and if you're watching the video, right, you may, and like Austin was saying, you want to be an entrepreneur, you are an entrepreneur, you're in e-commerce, you're real estate, your insurance, your ATM business, whatever it is, right? Wherever you came from, whatever it is, whatever your background is, every human being on the planet wants to have some form of success, right? Nobody just wakes up and is like, no, I want to be right where I'm at. I just want to stay where I'm at for the rest of my life, right? So, with that being said, if you can't measure how far you've come and you're constantly looking at how far you have to go, that can really, really, ultimately, it can hinder your ability to achieve success, right? Yeah. I love that. For sure. And just to give your audience here tons of value, is there a particular, we can pop something up on the screen or whatever for them on your YouTube, but is there a particular journal that you like? Is there a type of journal that you prefer? Like, I know there's different types of journals out there. Yeah. Is there one that you would pop up on the screen right now and show them?
I'll show you guys one right here. Boom. You guys see it there. The reason I use this journal particularly, and I actually go to Etsy, so I'm not even going to drop an affiliate link for you guys here. But the reason I go to Etsy is because a lot of journals that you guys will order on Amazon or a lot of journals that you guys will just be able to Google and you'll purchase a journal, the paper will be like actual paper. So for those of you that don't know, I have terrible handwriting. Like my handwriting is terrible. And I honestly don't enjoy writing. And so when I do write, I want to make it smooth. I want to make it silky. I want to make it quick. Yeah. And quick enough where in 6 months I can actually still read it. So Etsy, if you guys go on to Etsy and you guys can customize a journal or whatever it is, there's multiple different types of papers. And honestly, this fascinates me that there is literally multiple types of papers that it is that you can write on. So I mean, obviously the first journal that you order, it's probably not going to be your favorite, but once you get into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you'll guys get to see the different type of papers that you have. And once you find one, you'll just continue to stick with it.
You can look back at your first journal and be like, man, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
right?
wild.
Keep all your journals.
That's right.
Forever and ever.
So let's jump right into this, Austin. What would you say? I share with you, mine was journaling. My journaling catapulted me to be the entrepreneur that I am today. What's that one thing that you have as a habit that you do every single day that's catapulted into who you are?
When I wake up in the morning, man, I don't look at my phone. I don't look at my phone probably for the first hour waking up, and I don't look at it the last hour going to bed, right? So I talk to a lot of people where they're like, man, I fall asleep with my phone in my hand. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I put my phone on my nightstand and I silence my phone, right? So when I'm going to bed at night, I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm listening to a podcast, right? I'm doing something good for my brain. And then ultimately I'll fall asleep. I'll put a timer on my TV, right? When that turns off, then I'll fall asleep. So for me, I don't want to be stressed out, anxious, right? Worried, right when I'm waking up or right when I'm going to bed, because ultimately for me, that'll set me up for failure, right?
100%.
So I try really hard when I wake up in the morning, and even if like it makes me look bad, right? Like if people are like, oh, you woke up late, when all reality, I just didn't look at my phone, I try really hard, man. Like I want to wake up and I want to get my mind right. Right, because a lot of times as an entrepreneur, your audience can attest to this, right? You have people are blowing up your email, your texts, your all these different things with all the problems, right? They're like, this deal's falling apart and that deal's falling apart and this and that and the other thing. And if you're just fresh out of bed, like you just woke up, you had a really good night's sleep or whatever, and all of a sudden you're getting hit with all that junk without getting your mind right, that you're going to set yourself up for failure for that day, in my opinion.
I couldn't agree more, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Now, how did you, just out of curiosity, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that just listened to Austin, that daily habit is so powerful. And it's so powerful because you're no longer in a reaction mode. You're more in less defense and more offense.
For sure. Yeah.
And I think that could definitely change some people's lives that are listening to this right now. What allowed you to get into the headspace of that? Because I'll be honest with you, when I wake up, the first thing I do is I'm trying to check my phone. I'm trying to go. And when I go to bed, I'm like the same way. Sometimes I can't sleep, so I'm like, boom, I'm diving into it. Like I want to see what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
I want to connect with that person. I want to write this in my notes. What puts you in the headspace to ultimately be able to just put your phone down for an hour, and whatever happened in that hour on your phone, it didn't matter, and it didn't deter you from going to sleep.
I know what you mean.
For the first hour,
it's a tough thing, man. It's a tough thing, and it'll be tough for anybody listening, anybody watching, right on your YouTube channel. Drop in the comment section down below on Austin Lewis's YouTube channel if this is a tough thing for you, right? If what he's talking about is a tough thing for you, I'm going to go, right? Me and Austin are business partners. We do everything together. I'm going to answer the question, but I'm going to go look through the comments because I'd be curious to see if it's tough for you as well. Man, I think for me, it was about faith. Okay. I have a little bit more faith in my ability, my partner's abilities. If you believe in God, the universe, whatever that looks and feels like for you in your own life, I just have faith that whatever's meant to be for me will be, and that 1 or 2 hours a day isn't going to deter that out of my life.
For sure.
Right. So if I miss a deal, then I'll make up for it on another deal. Right. If if somebody gets that mad at me over that hour, to the point where they don't want anything to do with me, they probably weren't right to begin with.
Yep.
Because they could have just waited an hour and I would have gotten right back to them.
Done.
Right. That's just it for me. So, that's pretty much that.
That's powerful.
Yeah, no, it's super powerful, man. It's super powerful. Let's do one more.
Okay.
One more. Let's do one maybe we have in common.
Okay.
For your audience.
Okay.
What's one where you and I, not that we probably have to share those in common as well, but what's one that's, I don't know, maybe a little bit more distinct. I'm trying to think, obviously, and I want to give your audience something good. I want to give them a reason to stay to the very end of the dang video and smash the like button, right? Not waking up early. Okay. I mean, let's really think about this for just a split second, right? What's one where it's not waking up early? It's not, eating healthy. It's not none of that crap. I mean, what's one where you're really like, man, like this took me a while to figure out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have anything that comes to your mind? I'm trying to think too.
I do got something that comes to my mind, and I think this something comes to my mind is not really something that randomly comes to my mind, but it came to my mind right now, and that is just moving, and we'll see what your thoughts are on this or where you take this as well, because I'd be curious to hear your thoughts, Austin, but it's actually moving the needle forward just a little bit every single day. So
I like that.
I think that is definitely something, a very common trait between you and I.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Every day we want to end the day with a win. Every day we want to move that needle just a little bit more. And when I talk about like moving that needle, and when Austin talks about moving that needle, which you guys will get a chance to hear what he has to say about it, what that is essentially saying is you take more wins in a day than it is you take losses. So for example, you put in a little bit more, you make that extra call, you reach out to that extra employee, you sit down with that extra partner, you communicate just a little bit more and get out of your comfort zone just a little bit more. That, ladies and gentlemen, is winning. When you fall asleep at night, when you lay your head on the pillow at night and you truly feel fulfilled in a way that, man, I did all that I could do today. I did everything that I could do today. When you feel that way,
yeah,
that's when you took a win.
It'll change your life. It'll change your entire life.
Needle. What do you got to say, brother?
Dude, I love it, man. I think at the end of the day, it's a perfect way to end this habit video. You know, if you come and Andy Frisella has a program. You know, there's so many guys out there that talk about, you know, win the day, right? Win the day, win the day, win the day, and it ties right into habits. You know, there's guys that'll make you fill out 5 things that you got to get done that day, right? And ultimately, if you get all 5 up, not 10, not 100, right? 5 practical things. And if you can win, right? If you can get those 5 things done, it's considered a win for the day. And as long as you can win more than you can lose consistently, right? Consistently over a long period of time, you will succeed at whatever it is that you're trying to succeed at. It doesn't matter, right? It does not matter what that looks and feels like. I will say, man, we have not achieved what we've achieved overnight. It has been the consistent and persistent effort day in and day out for years, if not a half a decade or a decade.
Easily.
And that is how we've achieved what we've achieved. And I still don't consider that to be a lot, but nonetheless, that's how we've done it.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't already, make sure and smash the thumbs up button on this video. If you guys would, go to the description in the link below. I mean, we got some fans here, ladies and gentlemen. So go to the description in the link below. Austin's going to be the first channel that actually pops up. So go show his channel some love, as well as the A&A Show. If you guys don't know, Austin and I sit down some incredible guests that talk about life, success, and the pursuit of happiness. So make sure and go check that out as well. If you guys wouldn't already, make sure and subscribe. If you guys are brand new here, drop in the comment section below what you guys would like to see. Did you guys like this style? It was very different from what's on my channel. I know that. But drop in the comment section if you guys actually enjoyed this, and definitely drop in the comment section on how long this video was to show us that you guys stayed to the very end. Austin Lewis here saying, Austin Zabak, thank you so much for coming on the channel.
Appreciate you having me on, brother. We'll do it again.
And we'll see you guys in a future YouTube video.